corner, your limbs getting. That's your partner, then your twin getting. All you wanna do is talk, I don't even talk. I heard somebody talk. I can pull up with that, shoot rock with that. Banging my chest and my head on the lock. Feeling like walking flock of flame, I put the opposition.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Cowboys. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Yeah, you'll see there on the next-gen stats, he traveled nearly 80 yards on that run. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
From midfield now, Burrow on the move to his left. He finds his man complete. It's Stanley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This is caught. touchdown, Cowboys! Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. The 20! And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. McPherson's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. His throw incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise.
Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Burrow on play action. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll try to run with Sanders. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Sanders again. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They go play action with Burrow. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. Ready? Swing, puck. 12.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this way. They've got to take care of business first.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Mahomes. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Over the middle to Beckham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, it's Harris. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
At the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. they'll get this down to the 10.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 4.
Giants 10.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Play action. It's Burrow.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Mahomes.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. It just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mahomes now on first down. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. Exactly right.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Najee Harris, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Giants 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The Burrow's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now it's Burrow.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
As Sanders has it poked free. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They hand this off to Harris. Pushes him aside at the 10. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They run again with Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Giants.
Chase Claypool.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Burrow on play action. He finds his man, complete. That's Hampton. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go play action with Burrow. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stanley. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
102 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
11 Thomas.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. Let's get it. 12.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your...
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On first down, Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
11 MT.
Now they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Chris Godwin with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off now. On the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before. And if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mahomes. That swung out wide to Harris.
Touchdown! Najee Harris, his second touchdown of the night. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here. But if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow, set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Throwing, Burrow.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Sanders. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Sanders. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Check. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11.
Burrow. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he got it. The kick is good, and a fantastic finish here on a Monday night. And the Giants win the football game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Giants, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.